Okay, welcome everybody to Restore and Stretch today. We're going to have more of a yoga flow kind of style to class today as we're getting started. So go ahead, join me in a comfortable standing position. We're going to start, like always, centering ourselves, finding some nice big deep breaths coming into just our mental clarity, letting work wash away from the day. So, with me, go ahead, find a nice, comfortable, easy position to stand in. Make sure that you have enough open space around you that you're not going to hit any walls, couches, desks, chairs, pets, kids. And make sure you have something to stay hydrated with throughout class. I have my tea, as you'll see. Water's a great option, coffee, anything that you feel comfortable with. So, go ahead. I hope you took that time if you needed to move anything. And big deep breath in with me. And exhale. Good. This time our shoulders come up. We feel all that tension as we breathe in. And exhale. Letting all that stress fall out of our shoulders. And one more time, big deep breath in, shoulders come up. And we exhale out. Shoulders come down, shoulders release. Good. I'm going to turn as we do this so that you can see me as we're going. But we're going to take a big deep breath in, arms come up overhead. And we exhale, we come down to our toes. We come down, we reach out for our toes. If we can't quite get to our toes, that's okay. Our shins are a great place to rest. But try and get down there. Try and reach for it. And as we exhale, we're going to come up and stand nice and straight and tall. This time, as we inhale and our arms come up, we are going to bend off to our right side. Nice big stretch all down this side. Staying here for one more quick breath. And coming up and off to our left. Big stretch down our other side. One more quick breath. And we exhale down to our toes. If you're on a mat, you should be towards the front of your mat. Go ahead and bend those knees. Bring our palms flat onto the ground. And take a nice big step back. So we're in our top plank position. And drop those hips into the floor. Untuck our toes, pulling our head and neck out of our shoulders. Taking nice deep breaths, opening up our core. Breathing deeply, and as we exhale, pushing back up all the way through, tucking those toes back under, and coming into downward dog. Our hips are pushing up into the sky, heels are driving into the floor. We have a nice even and consistent pressure through both of our hands. Our head is tucked between our arms. And one more time, coming forward into high plank and dropping our hips into the floor. Untucking those toes, making sure our head is coming out of our shoulders. This is one place that if you have any trouble with carpal tunnel or you have some wrist issues, you may prefer to make a fist and be on the tops of your hands instead of the palms of your hands. Good. One more nice big deep breath in. And exhale, tucking those toes under, driving our hips up into the sky. We're not staying here too long. One more big deep breath. And drive that right foot forward in between our hands. Stretching that front leg out nice and big and straight in front of us. Becoming a triangle. Stretching forward over that front leg. Our hips are turned forward. If we're not on the ground with our hands, we're on our shin. Wherever's most comfortable for you. Breathing deeply as we bend our front leg and sit up. Stand up nice and tall with our torso, engaging our core. Straight back leg. Our back leg's toes are pointed away from us. We can stay here or open those arms up nice and wide. Stretch out that chest. Breathing deeply as we're in our warrior pose. And to add a little bit of balance on that front leg, straightening out and pushing forward. If you're not comfortable balancing, grab a wall, grab a chair. Reach those hands out as far in front of you as you can. Try and keep that back leg up nice and high. We're not staying here too much longer. One more big deep breath in. And exhale, bring that back foot back down to the floor. Reaching over that front foot again. Opening up our chest to the sky this time. Opening up that chest. Looking up towards the ceiling. And dropping that hand back down into our mat. Turning into our deep lunge. Dropping that back knee. And sitting up nice and straight and tall with our torso. Engaging that core again. Here again, if you have a little bit of trouble with that balance, grab a wall, grab a chair, grab something stable and close to you. Maintaining those nice deep breaths in and out. We place our hands back on either side of that foot and drive our knee back in. and our foot back so we can resume our downward dog position. Stretching out our hamstrings, our calves, our hips. And as you exhale, coming through our top plank one more time. And tucking those toes under. Head up towards the ceiling, making sure we're coming out of our shoulders. Taking a look over that left shoulder and a look over that right. Stretching out those neck muscles if you feel like you need to. And as you exhale, pushing those hips back up into the sky. Just for a second here, one deep breath. And as you exhale, drive that other knee forward, straightening out our front leg. Keeping a nice forward bend, so we're focusing on stretching out the inside of our thigh and the back of our thigh. Good, staying here, just another deep breath. As we exhale, bending that front knee, coming up nice and straight. If our hands are comfortable on our waist, that's awesome. If not, open up. I'm sorry, I'm facing away from you. Open up those arms nice and straight. Breathing deeply as we feel our body adjusting to the position. And straightening out that front leg. Pushing into our balance position. Arms as far in front of us as we can go. Getting that back leg up. If you're limited by space, go ahead, use that wall in front of you. If you need a little help balancing, grab a chair, grab a wall, grab a desk. One more big, deep breath for me. Exhale, drop that back leg down. And into our triangle, opening up that chest, head facing the ceiling. Nice open chest for me. Holding here, just one more breath. And exhale, come down, drop that back knee into our lunge. Pushing our hips into the floor, sitting up nice and straight and tall. Breathing as deeply as we can, using our core to keep us upright and help us balance. Breathing through that stretch. Good. Pushing back our hands. Bringing our knees together into our quadruped position. where our knees are under our hips, our wrists are under our shoulders. We have a nice flat back, we're not rounding. And exhale, drop that belly button into the floor. Inhale, round up towards the ceiling as far as we can go. And exhale down. Inhale up. Moving at your own pace, however your breaths are taking you. Good, and give me one more deep breath. As you exhale from that breath, push your hips back into your heels. Reach those shoulders. Reach those hands. Pull with everything you've got out in front of you. You should be feeling a pull right here in your shoulder. Right down through here. Allow yourself to relax in this position. Feel your rib cage expanding against your quads. Make yourself conscious of your breathing. Good. As you exhale, pull yourself up onto your hands and knees. Pull yourself up, tuck your toes under, pushing our hips into the sky. I'll give you a second to get here. And nice and slow, walking those feet in towards our hands. Holding down low for just a moment. And as you exhale, slowly roll yourself up so you're standing nice and big and tall for me. I'm going to turn and face you, but widen your stance a little bit further than your shoulders. Our big toe should be pointing straight ahead of us. And we're going to take those hips and sink them into the ground on our heels, pushing back, keeping our foot flat, adjusting our position as we need to. We're using our hands pushed together to push those knees out and provide ourselves some stability in this position. Our back is nice and straight. Our glutes are not touching the floor. If you need a little extra stability, take your hands, put them on the floor. Take a second here, find that balance, and gently rock back and forth from right foot to left foot. Using this opportunity to open up your hips in a different way, keeping your shoulders between your knees, not rounding your back. Go ahead and stop that movement, find your control, and nice and controlled and gently Roll back so you're seated on the floor. Pull your arms out and pull your legs back together. We're going to do one more hip opener before we move on. Our feet should be together, using our forearms to push our knees apart. Deepening that stretch as best we can. Breathing deeply here, taking a moment to close our eyes, enjoy the stretch. It's a beautiful spring day. Picture you're walking through the gardens and you see the beautiful daffodils and tulips and bluebells and the violets. Breathe in that flowery smell that only spring smells like. In your mind, look up around you, see all the trees starting to bloom, all the leaves starting to come back to life. Wander down that path where all your flowers are just a little bit further. See all the grass turning green again for spring. Take a nice deep breath in. Smell that spring air. And exhale. Good. Slowly reopen your eyes. We're going to continue on with our stretch. Extending our right leg out, taking our left, crossing it over. Our right arm against our left knee. Twisting our upper body, looking back over our shoulder, away from us. Feeling that deep twist in our spine. Feeling that stretch in our glutes. Allowing ourselves to continue to breathe deeply as we take one more deep breath in. And exhale as we release from the stretch and we switch sides, crossing our right over our left, using our left hand against our right knee to push ourselves back, big twist from our spine, looking behind us to further our stretch. Holding that stretch as deep as we can. And as we exhale on this breath, releasing our stretch, releasing our feet forward. Pull that left foot in so we make a nice big 4 and reach out towards those toes. Reach as far down our leg as we can. As we exhale, allow ourselves to fall deeper into the stretch. You might surprise yourself with how close you can get to your toes. Relax your arms, release them from your feet. Slowly push yourself back up and switching legs. We reach out towards that other side. Folding deeper into the stretch each time we exhale. Allow your hands to release and the shoulders to relax, but hold that stretch forward. And slowly push yourself up to that nice tall seated position. We're going to finish off. I want you to find a comfortable position, whether that's laying on your back, whether that's seated. We're going to take a second. I'll allow you to find that position in our last 2 minutes together. Start with a nice deep breath with me and inhale and exhale. One more time, deep breath in and out. In your own space, I want you to take a second and repeat after me our positive affirmation for the day. I manifest the light in my world. I am wonderful. I am loved. I am appreciated. I am perfect. One more time with me. I am wonderful. I am loved. I am appreciated. And I am perfect just as I am. Let's finish off with one more deep breath with me. I hope you all had a nice relaxing half hour. I hope you join us on Thursday for Kaylee's HIIT class, and come back next Tuesday for Restore and Stretch. It's a beautiful day in the DMV. I hope you get to get out and enjoy it and aren't working too hard. Have a great rest of your evening, everyone.